the stroke of a pen. In many ways, the Salvation Army started, as I say, very reluctantly as a movement, as a church. And each year, like any organisation or any movement, we have to account for all monies raised and those sorts of things. Even in those days, to run an organisation, you needed money, and the community at that time was, you think the Industrial Revolution was happening in England, and so very poor, but high wealth and very poor. And so the wealthy were there to contribute in the early days of the Salvation Army. And so the accountability stuff was really the issue. And the army wasn't called the Salvation Army, it was called something, Methodist New Connection. It came from that, and it came as another movement. And so each year they would hold their annual review or annual accounts. And so William Booth, as the founder, and he had a fairly large family, and one of his sons came to him with the annual report, which was the annual report, the Volunteer Army. And William Booth reviewed the structured paper and felt as though that they weren't a volunteer army, they were in it holistically, with their whole heart, mind, body and soul. And so they weren't a volunteer, they were conscripts in a fight in that social need. And so he crossed out the word volunteer and made salvation, because it was the salvation of people, and bringing them out of the need and the concern and the hurt and the suffering that they were experiencing. So it was really only a stroke of a pen. And so instead of volunteer, it was changed to Salvation Army. And we've been the Salvation Army ever since.